Josh Raven here with Esports at ELEAGUE. We're at the last chance qualifiers, but unfortunately not playing today is Cutler from CLG, eliminated yesterday in a stupidly long game against FaZe. We will jump on that game first, and I want to get your thoughts, considering the situation around your roster and what's been going on recently. What do you think of the performance? I mean, you did take them to 3 games and numerous overtimes.
The vibe on the team is, sort of down, especially with everyone leaving. Well, everyone, well, 2 people. And, we had some switches in game role, like in game leader. Hayes was in game leading. I went to opping. Right, who's going to start rifling a little bit more. I mean, it looks kind of promising, especially if we get 2 new people. I mean, could be somewhat good.
Now, whose idea was it to switch the roles? Because obviously Kusta hasn't been having the best of times on the AWP ever since he made that jump from like tier 2 to tier 1. And you came in and kind of showed him how it's done really yesterday. So whose idea was that?
I think it was mostly his idea. I mean, I don't know if he was joking when he said he wanted a rifle, but, I jumped on that and said, I was an opper before. Like, when I started CSGO and ended 1.6, this is how I made the professional scene, was from opping. So he was like, well, let's try it, and I was down for it.
Do you think that's going to end up better for the team? I mean, yesterday was a pretty great performance. Do you think you can sustain that kind of skill? I mean, it looked like you were both naturals in that role, really.
I think it could be definitely good. We're definitely still have to work hard. It could be just teams didn't expect the changes, so they couldn't really study us. And, when teams start studying us, it's going to be somewhat harder.
And now to take the mood a little bit down, obviously you mentioned before Tarek and Peter both leaving the team. When did you find out about that? Was that like pre-major, or has it been known for a while, or did you just find out recently?
Found out at the boot camp before the major, so I'm not going to say it put effect on our major performance, but I feel like in our practice-wise, it's kind of like if you start doing bad in practice, and it's like this kind of feels like no one's caring because it's like, oh, I'm leaving, But to be fair, I mean, Tarek definitely, he's always working hard and trying. He wants to win, and so is Pila. So it's not really an excuse, but you kind of get that vibe sometimes.
Were you surprised at all by the decision from Tarek to leave, especially Tarek, because you've been playing together with him for so long, along with Hayes, I believe. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you 3 have been together for quite some time, and then he all of a sudden just says, I don't want to play anymore, I want to go back and stream until my contract's up. Were you surprised at all, or was there kind of warning signs coming along?
Well, early in the year, he tried to leave before, so when Josh kind of got out of CLG, kind of felt like it was going to happen sooner or later. I think it was a little sooner than I expected. But I figured eventually it would happen, especially if we weren't performing well.
Now, going forward, you guys have said you're going to rebuild. Hayes is going to be in game leading, Kusta rifling, you AWPing. I'm going to throw a hypothetical at you. In your mind, you get to choose anyone you want. Which players do you choose to kind of fill those roles, or which types of players, if you can't think of specifics?
I'm not going to go on specific which player I want, but I think an entry fragger would help, because now that Hayes is calling, you can't really entry with him, so someone that can pair with him. And then some kind of support player, good, end game, end round situations.
Okay, and losing Tarek is obviously a big deal. Peter, who was coach, went into player. Losing him as well as a coach is quite a big deal. But what do you see as kind of the future for CLG with this 3-man core? What do you think you can build? Because obviously Team Liquid, the best team in North America, kind of undisputed now. Do you think once you've rebuilt, had some time to kind of prepare, do you think you can challenge them with this 3-man core plus whoever you pick up?
Yeah, I think with a little hard work and some luck, you definitely can.
And what do you think about, talking about Liquid in North America, their performance at the major, a little bit different to yours, unfortunately, reaching the finals? Does that kind of present a new dawn for North American CSGO, or do you think it's more of a one-off?
It motivates all of us to, compete. I don't know how it's going to be for next major, if they'll be able to, replicate that, especially if they're going to use Pimp instead of Simple. Simple was definitely a big, had a lot of impact in them winning. So, though I think they'll make it out of groups still. I don't know if they'll make it run to the finals, but they're still going to do well.
And remind me, how long is it until the next tournament you guys have is Pro League, right? ESL Pro League? I think that comes up in a few weeks.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I mean, there's always tournaments popping up. I haven't got a confirmation on the dates, so I really don't know at the moment.
So for you guys now, you're saying it's mainly about rebuilding the team. Is there anything in particular you're looking forward to, like tournaments or anything else, or is it just purely about rebuilding and restructuring?
As of right now, I think we need time to try out people and rebuild. I mean, we play a lot of tournaments already, so definitely some downtime, and you you get like more motivated for when you get like time off and you're just like, oh, now I get to play a tournament again instead of just going to tournament to tournament.
Okay, well, I know the CLG fan base often has a lot of faith. I'm going to let you try and instill some faith into the guys. What do you want to say to them? Can you rebuild? Can you do it? Be the strongest in North America again?
Yeah, like I said, I just need to work hard and get some luck with the people we get. And I mean, this team's always been built around friends, so I think now that it's not going to be, we'll see how it goes.
Okay, well, I wish you good luck in that. Thanks very much for joining us today.